Okay, what is up, guys? Today we are going to be talking about the mainstream media, the legacy media, TV, cable, the internet, and fake news. So, after the earth-shaking victory of Donald J. Trump, the establishment are still up in their high horse, sipping their wine in their lodges, scratching their head to how he did it. Now, there was many ways he won, but I'm going to focus more on this sector. Before the internet, that's right, before YouTube videos, Facebook comments and Twitter blogs, we were heavily relied on TV for both information, education and entertainment. Either all in the same TV network or in multiple TV networks. For example, BBC pretty much has everything from entertainment, comedy, politics. Well, on Sky TV you'd have to go on different channels that specialise in a specific thing. But TV and radio is not interactive. You have to watch what the network shows you. You have to listen to what they display. They are the ones who shape your thought, character and behaviour. And they have the cheek to call the internet, in which people can choose what they can be exposed to, as fake. They only call it fake because it's bigger than them and they don't control it. So they slander us and they call us conspiracist theories for questioning them. Or this new one, Russian bot. And although you can't believe anything on the internet, we can all agree a system which allows the audience to limitless information is clearly more liberating than just being sat behind a sofa, having no say on anything. But people were tired of cheap entertainment, of the TV, of the same old celebrity gossip on newspapers, that people went digital. On the internet, anyone could voice their opinion, have a discussion. It was more social, therefore more fun, not only in gaming, but also in politics. Journalists, independent journalists, could truly write what they believe, instead of living in fear of being sacked by a company who forces them to publish what they want. It means you can still say what you want and make money doing it, if you do make money making videos. And the internet is the free marketplace of ideas. Mainstream media like CNN, BBC, Fox, Sky, MSNBC is not. The internet is the modern, it's basically the digital modern agora of ideas. You know, that this is the go-to place to go to for information, if you know what I mean. So, also if your channel or blog does not fulfill its goals, then it's accountable by getting lower views or thumbs down. And the comment section means journalists actually listen to their fan base, unlike mainstream media, where no one has a say. Now, the elites hate what they call fake news because these old posh elites aren't even up in the times and probably don't even know how to work a mobile phone. I'm probably sure George Soros probably doesn't know how to work an iPhone, so that's why I'm not watching CNN. So no wonder the Trump victory is having them, to this day, scratching their heads. They don't know the internet or how to use it. They just slander the whole thing as fake. Well, I could tell you, and so can majority of the people in the developed world will tell you, they have learned a lot more on the internet than they ever did their time in school. Another thing they control, you know? The New World Order. Check that video out. The NWO are still stuck in this time warp. They still think we still watch TV, we still buy newspapers, we still take the education programme seriously. They're quite ignorant, and to not see this technological wave coming, it's been creeping in since the 90s, which shows these people are literally 2 decades out of date from the general population. But to be honest, if I was in a private jet rolling dice with strippers and smoking a Cuban cigar, I probably wouldn't know what was happening outside in the world of mere mortals either. This is why people shouldn't confuse wealth with intelligence, and you have to be a spectator of technology as technological revolutions lead up to political ones. Technology moves faster than politics. For example, in the Arab Spring, a lot of people were using Facebook, like in the Syrian chemical attack, if you believe it was real, which I don't. A lot of people were streaming the so-called attack on Facebook and all that sort of thing. So, and another thing is like when revenge porn and all that started coming out. because there wasn't no legislation or bills out yet, because nobody thought it could happen. So and now we have bills to prosecute people who do these things. So that's what I'm saying, is technology moves faster than politics. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. For example, the amount of artists put out business and music downloads now that people don't buy CDs, but then again, the internet is the reason people have jobs like tech developers. Technology always leads to a bump first and then society recovers. It's just how it works. And although I encourage advancement, sometimes technology does go a bit too far, like Amazon stores, like there's not even going to be a single person in there, like you have to, it's all going to be machines. And like, see, when you're phoning a company, it's just nice to phone a human, but you're speaking to this like robot. It's just inconvenient. And if anything, it's the mainstream media that is fake. It was the mainstream media that told us there were weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. It was mainstream media that told us Brexit was leading in the polls. And obviously I'm telling us Princess Hillary Clinton would inherit the throne of the US Empire. The internet gives us speculation, exposes us to stuff we wouldn't expose ourselves to. It's good for freedom of speech. Any government regulation on the most freest thing possible is a step towards tyranny, like surveillance. Plus, the elites can monopolise on all these TV networks, but you can't do that on the internet. For example, like all of the entertainment industries, the Big Seven in Los Angeles is all owned by the same guy, so these things can all be monopolised. And even the internet is becoming that way now, with Facebook and YouTube and Twitter all deciding what you can and can't post. Silicon Valley, Hollywood, pop culture, they're all in the same team, that's why I encourage alt tech and independent media, as much as possible. In fact, with mainstream media, all it takes is one country to control the entire system, just like how the US literally controls all the majority of the TV stations, TV shows, films, and media in the world. But the internet is in the name, international, so therefore there isn't an unbiased view, or it doesn't just all come from one region, thus creating more diverse opinions, views and thoughts on the internet. Everyone has a voice, and although some voices are heard more than others, at least an average commentator still has power or control to write a comment and convince people and change their minds. You don't get that by watching news or TV. No power whatsoever. You're just a dumb consumer which they make money out of to exploit. Now, the internet, if people don't really explore and stick to one hobby, it means there is a danger that they get caught up in this bubble of their own. For example, if all you do is watch makeup tutorials, and the YouTube algorithm will only recommend you watch makeup videos, and then eBay will capitalise if you advertise on those videos, and this is a danger politically, as it can cause narrow-minded people. For example, if you only watch nationalist videos and anti-immigration videos, of course your algorithm is going to keep suggesting that to you, and you're going to think that things are bigger problems than what they actually are. So it can be brainwashing to that aspect, but people who watch mainstream media already are narrow-minded, either to the left, CNN, or the right, Fox News. But don't be fooled, it's all controlled by the same people. But now they're getting their heads out of their asses, and now we're seeing apps like BBC, YouTube channels, to like Fox and MSNBC having a Facebook page. But that's just too late and can be comparable to just discovering gunpowder when the world now already has ballistic missiles and have been using them for a very long time. They can't catch up now, and even if they have tried, the globalists have lost. They don't know what to do, but the battle continues. As of now, the internet is being monopolised by 4 big players: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter and Google. It won't be long till they turn corrupt, tyrannical, and decide what users, I've already said this, should be doing. Censorship of companies and government surveillance and laws. That's a new threat, the freest thing to ever exist. We defeated mainstream media MSN. It's now these guys that are on the front line on the trenches. But the power of the people will prevail. So yeah, whether it's mainstream media and the TV of the past to the Silicon Valley of today, we have to keep making content, keep speaking about politics, and keep making our voices heard, and to fight the good fight, and to always die for the culture war, if you know what I'm saying. So the globalists, the New World Order, they have no power anymore. It's all up to us. We are the new counterculture. So, with that said, I'll see you next time. Thanks.